Hey guys, it's JustKa here, and we are going to be starting a new game playthrough called APlagueTaleInnocence. So this is my run through, and if you don't like it, you can gladly fuck off. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy this series as I go through this game, and let's get right into it. Okay, so before you start the game, it actually has you pick a family of arms. Now there are 4 options, and this is only available if you purchase the Coat of Arms DLC. So these 3 options right here, this purple one, this green one, and this red one, just by the looks of it, it looks like they're different families, different family of arms. And those are just like, again, it's just optional colors for you to pick. So the one on the furthest to the left is going to be the original family arms for this character. So again, furthest on the left, the original family arms for this character. So we have the main character wearing red and her brother, I'm assuming brother, wearing blue. And then the other ones is either just, again, green, purple, and then blue again, but the colors are reversed. Now, fun fact, the color purple doesn't really make sense for this to be an option unless this family is of royalty, and I'm talking about like royalty in the sense of kings and high official religious figures. The most common color that people could afford back in the Middle Ages was actually blue or green. So, however, the original color for this character is red, and that kind of makes sense if this character comes from a noble or wealthy family. So maybe not necessarily, you know, a king, but maybe a lord. But yeah. So that's really it. Thank you for listening to the history lesson. Okay, so November 1348, that is significant because that is when the Black Plague had reached London, and so we're in France, so this is obviously during the 100-Year War era, and so yeah, that's probably going to play significant. Obviously, the game is called The Plague. A Plague Tale, The Plague. Oh my god, I'm slow. If you don't know what the Black Plague is, the death, the Black Death, the Plague, I'm going to tell you to hop off this video and go fucking read a book. Go fucking look it up, okay? If you don't know what it is, I'm sorry society has failed you. And yeah, so go do that if you haven't done so already, if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyways, so the beginning is obviously just like the tutorial portion of the game, so like figuring out the game mechanics and stuff like that. As I was playing it at the beginning, like visually, I just kind of, you know, I love video games with great aesthetic. Obviously, I think anyone who plays video games loves, like, at least the thing about, like, you know, visually, aesthetically beautiful games. That's what it's here for. And so just as I was, you know, trying to go through this, what I like to do is I like to look around and to see if I miss anything. So if you're playing, if you're watching my video, thank you, I love you. If you're watching my video for your own playthrough, you don't really have to look around this forest. There is nothing of value. There's no like cheats or cheats. There's no achievements or like anything, at least in this part of the game, to where you could explore. Like I spent like a good, like, you know, 10 minutes like looking through everything, and there was just nothing. And so yeah, you don't really need to look around, at least for this part. Okay, so at least for this part where you're walking around in the forest with your dad and your dog.
We all have obligations, Amicia. You know, in a family. Hey, I'm trying to tell her something.
Such authority, Knight
So it looks
Rune.
like we get clarification
Bring
that the
something
dad
back
is a
for
knight.
once.
So he could
Right.
still be a lord.
As
Just
I was
looking at his
saying,
clothing
we
because
all
he's
have
wearing blue.
obligations. I have to
Again,
manage these lands.
that could be considered,
Your
he could
mother
still be
has to
considered a
take care of
common
your
lord,
brother,
per
and
se.
you.
And I
And
hardly ever see you.
so, you know,
I see Mother even less.
I don't think this, again, it's probably just
Listen.
regular lord, you know, regular feudalism,
We're
you know, just
here for
following
you
the chain
now.
of command, you know, I own
So,
land, right?
Follow me, daughter.
That's what he just
Hey,
said, you know, it's his
wait.
job to take care of the lands
I hope you
and
have
so
no
on and so
slave.
forth.
Of course.
And, yeah. So when you're a lord, a noble,
then.
I don't know if you consider it a noble, but just, I mean, the color,
Do you dare
yeah, it's
to
blue.
enter the
But blue
trial
was worn
gate?
not just by
Amicia
peasants, it was
de
also
Rune
worn
fears
by
nothing.
people who had
This
money as
apple
well.
tree was planted
So
when
maybe
you
I'm
were
just
born.
overthinking it.
Will prove your worth.
However,
Sir Knight,
just by
what are the
looking
terms
at,
of the
you
test?
know, if he
The
is an
sacred apples
officer
of the
and a
sacred
nobleman,
apple
right, so
tree
he's probably
have
got
been
wealth
corrupted by a great
as we go through
If
it.
you destroy 6 of these rotten
And so at
apples
this
by the time I
point,
count to 10,
again, this is still just going through the tutorial
I accept your
on, again, the
challenge.
game
I
mechanics.
can see some stones
So
in the
you're,
chapel.
you know, the main
Won't enter
protagonist,
them till you
Amicia, her choice of weapon, at least up to this
Ready?
point,
I'll show you I'm not
at
a
least as
child
I was
anymore.
going through this
All right, come
part,
back.
is a sling,
Stand behind this
which
truck.
I thought was a
We'll
bit
shoot from here.
It shall be
different. You know, usually you have, like, either it's going to
So,
be
here we
a
go.
bow or a sword. I don't know if we're going to get different
One,
weapons as I play through this
2,
game. Again, this is my
3,
first playthrough,
4,
my first run through.
5. Come on, Amicia.
As far as
6,
this apple challenge,
7,
there
8,
was
And this
no
is how Amicia
achievement
becomes a
for
true
getting
knight.
it under less than 10
9.
seconds. I think, again, I thought there was something,
Well,
but no,
I must
there
say
was
I'm
nothing. I was
impressed.
just
Why,
super
thank
impressed.
Your
you.
sling is frightfully noisy.
And
It was a
yeah,
present.
that was
From
really
you.
it. I was a little
Oh, yeah.
sad. I wanted an
Quite the
achievement. I don't know why. And so I don't know where I was going with that, but basically, like, our choice weapon is a
Must smell
sling,
the rabbit. Come on,
and it
quickly.
looks like
You
our
go
dog
ahead.
has found something.
Oh, yay. Finally figured out how to crouch. And sprint.
Leo, wait for me.
Wait for me, dog. Wait, I thought I saw something. Nope. Okay, that was just the light. Okay, cool.
Leo, a hunting dog is not supposed to lose its hunter.
Right.
Leo, where did he go?
Dog. Leo. Which means lion. Hope you learned something new today.
There you are.
Anyway.
What did you smell?
Oh, I should grab.
Oh gosh, a wild boar. What a good dog.
Amicia, did you find something?
The damn. I mean,
Come and see.
yeah, he did.
A wild boar.
Some game. This will do nicely for a little feast.
I could use my sling.
Well, that might work, but you'll need to get closer. This grass will keep you hidden if you stay low.
Okay, so again,
It's drinking.
more of the game
Don't make
mechanics,
my move.
and it doesn't matter at this point, like, you're gonna get found by the boar. I was a little irritated. I was like, I thought I had to get it right the first time. But no, you keep going, and you're just crouching, you know, the tall grass, flowers is cover. Obviously, that will be used later as I
want that
progress
feast.
through the game.
No, you can do it, my
And I don't really know why father, I guess, is letting us kill the sling. It must be some David and Goliath thing going on with the sling. I'm still trying to get comfortable, like, with it. Cause it's kind of giving me like Tomb Raider feels with that aiming, but at the same time, just like a sling, like, cause the way you throw a sling is curved and just trying to get it right.
But the feast isn't on your plate quite yet.
No, Leon, don't lose the scent. I promise you, tonight we shall dine like kings.
I have no doubt we will.
Don't give up, Leon. I'm coming, Leon. Keep him there and you'll get a piece for yourself. Oh no, I'll sink in there.
Huh?
The bow. It's bleeding.
Hell? Only hit it in the head.
He stopped barking. He must have found it.
Not with this ominous music. Uh-oh. Across. Ooh. Ooh.
These bridges were almost new. Someone's not going to be happy.
Well, at least we didn't die. Although, the ominous
The trees.
music
did
and the
that?
lack of dog
Leo, come here.
is not making me feel any better. Shit!
It's the boar. But how? Leon couldn't have done that.
Yeah, no shit!
Leo, come here.
What?
Leo.
Wanna proceed? I don't think so. Look at all this blood everywhere. Leon?
Leon, I'm here. I'm coming.
What the fuck? Oh my god, you look like you got fucking dragged.
My dog. Who did this? Leon! Leon!
What devilry is this? We must go. Immediately.
Holy shit! He just got fucking dragged to fucking hell. And that's the intro.
I shall organize a hunt. Go and find your mother. Tell her I must speak with her. She's probably...
Looking after Hugo. Yes, of course.
Amicia. He was a good dog.
Well, that was... Sorry, I stopped talking because, like, the first time I recorded this, I was actually recording my voice while I was playing. And I wanted to have you guys hear my actual reaction. Oh my god, I was like, what the hell? Like, every time you hear ominous music in a video game, somebody died, you're about to get murked, or an ambush is about to happen, something is going to happen. And I really hope as I continue playing this game that, like, it gets more... If we're talking about the plague, right? Because I'm just going to throw in my assumption right now, zombies. Like, people are either dying, like dead from the Black Plague, or they are actually turning into zombies. That's just my theory. I don't know yet. This is just my first episode for this series. Okay, so... After you get to the forest and you get back into, you get back to home base, your house, there are actual things to find. So, for example, This one right here was above the horses, and this is a whistle. So there are gifts, and there's also curiosities. So for this one, there was 1 gift and 2 curiosities, and I will tell you where the other 2 things are. And so this is now at a point to be curious, hence the achieving curiosities. Being curious and looking around your environment. So don't waste your time in the prologue where your dog gets murked, but everything after that, up until that point, there are things to find. And so the first gift, again, is above the horses. And there is an actual achievement in here at this part. So if you go to the back of the stables, there will be a bunch of pots. And so basically what you want to do is break all those pots. And when you break all those pots, you get the more practice achievement. And so there's really nothing else outside. I'm just kind of exploring. When I was playing, I was just kind of exploring again, trying to make sure I find everything. You'll notice as you look around the grounds, right, that there are servants and things like that. So obviously our main protagonist comes from they come from money, they have their own freaking church. I mean, look at this. And so
Take care of Leon, please.
it's important to keep this in mind, because if you were a lord, you were in charge of not only land, you were also in charge of people. So this could be, farmers, clergymen, not like high-end religious people, but like clergymen and things like that. And so if you are in charge of lands, that means you're also in charge of people. And so I'm curious to see how, as we progress, if her being a high status, and again, not like royalty, but of nobility, a lord, right? If that's going to play an effect as we continue on playing the game. And so you'll notice that some of these doors just don't open unless they have they indicate that they can open with the letter E if you're playing on PC. Notice I chose the green for the family of arms. And so for the first curiosity, once you go inside, you're going to go to the right. And we're right here in this great hall dining area. Again, the coat of arms, or family of arms. There's a chest, again, showing the 4 different ones. And then you see our actual family arms next to the fireplace. And again, depending on which one you pick, it will show the family arms that you picked at the beginning of the game. And so we have servants. We have books. So the first curiosity is going to be up here. So you're going to climb up the ladder. And then you're going to go all the way to the end. And you should be picking up the curiosity known as cinnamon. And it's a spice. And in order to view the items, you just click the letter I. And it will show you what you looked at, what you picked up, etc., giving you a full description of what it is. And again, you can't open any doors unless it lets you, unless the letter E prompts you to go ahead and view it. So there's really nothing else on this side of the house. So we're gonna go ahead and now look at the left side. When you first enter the house. Now we're going to go to the left, going up the stairs. And we will now go ahead and pick up the second curiosity, the last thing to find for this episode, the Rune legacy. And so we're gonna go ahead and find this curiosity by going into our room where our maid just told us, and we can find that right there on the bed. And this is the tablecloth. And there's really there's no other hidden things to find, so you can now go ahead and relax, and we can go on and progress with the story. There are some things you can interact with, so like, for example, here we interacted with, you know, Leon, our poor doggy who got fucking murked. And again, there's nothing, you can't interact with it unless it's indicated that you can interact with things. And so we're gonna just go ahead and move on and go in and speak to our mom.
Mother?
You know you're not supposed to be here.
I know, but something attacked Leon in the forest.
My dear, I really wish I had the time to listen to your adventures, but...
But it's true! Leon was lying there on the ground, and then he was...
Shh! You are to stay here with your brother.
What? Why? What's
Close
happening?
the door behind me and do not open the shutters, whatever happens.
But... Hugo...
He is not contagious. I realize you hardly know him, but he will be all right. Trust me, Amicia.
Yes, Mother.
You know, after, you know, not playing it again, I mean, as I'm editing it, I didn't realize how little the mom had an accent, and I don't know if that's on purpose. Like, I really just don't know.
How long has he been here?
I'm just curious. Like, that just kind of like threw me for a loop. Like, I wonder if that's gonna mean anything. Again, this is first time playing this game. I'm just like, I would like to try. I mean, I think anyone who, you know, likes story plot games likes to try and figure out what the story is before they get to the end, just to see if they're right.
Where is he? Hugo?
And again, reminder for the umpteenth time, you can't interact with things unless it lets you interact with it, usually indicated by the letter E.
It's me. Your sister? Amicia?
Hello.
We haven't seen each other much. Mummy will be back soon.
Move! Come on!
Did he talk?
No, Lord Nicholas. He killed 2 of our men.
Where is he? I won't ask again. Where is your son?
In good hands.
Search the house.
Is that Mommy?
Okay, at this point in the game, you do not have to worry about missing anything if you've already collected all the curiosities up to this point. The main point for the rest of this is to escape. And so, if you've played, like, Tomb Raider, I love Tomb Raider, it's one of my other favorite games. If you play Tomb Raider, or any game that requires you to be sneaky, like, this will obviously be really easy to maneuver through. Again, it's just a matter of waiting for the right moment to go ahead and move on, depending on when the soldier moves. And so we just press on forward, and we're just trying to get out of the castle. And so what we want to do is we want to go ahead and make our way all the way back to the kitchen area, because that is where we are going to escape. Again, remember, it's all about the timing as you progress on through the game to try and escape.
Well, well, well. Where do you think you're going?
My children.
What is happening?
We will be all right. Do you hear me? Come on. Hugo, take your sister's hand. I'll go first, and you just have to follow me, all right?
Once you escape the castle, you are now, well, the castle building, now you're trying to escape the grounds itself. You'll be following along your mom, and yes, you have to hold your brother's hand for majority of this time. And so, again, just learning more mechanics of the game. So, for example, we've already learned that we can hide in the tall grass. And so, at this point, the main purpose is, again, to escape the gardens. You know, it's all about the timing. However, now we're going to add a different element. Besides just timing, we're now going to go ahead and add the element of distraction. And so if we remember that one of our ways we can, you know, hit them is with our sling. However, our sling is indicated to be too noisy. So we can do a stealthier throw by holding the control and then throwing it. Now, I didn't read this correctly. It said aim for the armor reserve, and all I just saw was aim for the armor, so I literally threw it at his fucking head. And then when I went to throw at the actual armor, he saw me actually throw it and then came and murdered me.
What? Dude, we just fucking died. What the hell?
So yes, if you get caught, you can get murked. So what you want to do is not get murked. So we're going to go ahead and try this again. There's really nothing else that's of interest except, you know, you're just trying to escape the grounds at this point. However, there are a couple of things that I do want to talk about as you are playing through this game. As you're playing the game, there's something wrong with Hugo. We're not entirely sure. And then with that whole dude in the whole get-up armor is also looking for the little boy. Obviously, the little boy is special. Again, I'm still going with the theory zombies. So, I'm assuming, you know, our main goal throughout this game is to protect our little brother and figure out A, why he's sick / special. That's just the trope we're going with, and we're just sticking to it. And then part B of this game is to maybe not necessarily figure out the plague itself, but again, with my theory of zombies, like what is causing such catastrophe. Again, I'm hoping it's zombies. I don't know why I want it to be zombies. Maybe because like I really kind of want this game to like kind of creep me out too. And yeah, those are my theories. We'll see how that goes as we continue on. Never mind, not theories. I'm gonna say my hypothesis, because as a scientist, theories are backed up by a lot of evidence. Hypothesis, we are just trying to test it out and just see what happens. We'll just go with that. For those of us watching this video, what are your hypotheses for what it is that we are about to encounter on this journey? Because I'm gonna be really sad if it's not zombies. Just a bit sad. Anyways, yeah, if you want to make a comment on the hypothesis, whether you want to help support my hypothesis no spoilers please in the comments. Or if you want to add your own hypotheses, please put it in the comments.
My darling, go and hide quickly now.
Madame, they are
Amicia,
here.
you have to take your brother to Laurentius.
The doctor?
Yes, he helped me treat Hugo. He will look after you.
And what about you? You
do
have to
not
come.
need me, Amicia. You are.
But I do need you. I need you.
Hurry now. Follow the river. It will lead you to Laurentius.
Mother, no! Hugo, follow me. Now.
Now that I'm editing this, and I just re-seen that scene, I have a suspicious feeling about the mom, because we didn't technically see her die on screen. Call me a conspiracy theory on this. I think the mom is not letting us in. At first, she doesn't have an accent as much as Amicia and the dad, and now we didn't see her on-screen death. And she's keeping all these secrets. I am curious. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is the mom a sneaky bitch?
Take a deep breath.
Well, that was our very first episode of A Plague Tale Innocence. I really enjoyed starting this game and making this video and editing it and adding my own comments. Tell me what you guys think of this new layout I have for the gaming. I know it's different from our Paper Mario because the Elgato is like fucking broken, and I won't get into that rant. However, let me know if you enjoyed the little historical facts, me commenting on the game, and just like overall how you thought of the video. If you liked the video, please go ahead and click the like button. And if you really liked hanging out and you want to see more of my content, don't forget to hit subscribe. And if you just don't give no fucks, that's fine too. Thank you for watching, whatever your choices are, and you guys have a wonderful fucking day. See you in the next one.